Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercarts, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.
All production and touring drivers, can you please report to the corporate centre at 12:40?
Yeah, we had a really good weekend, clean sweep, so I can't ask for much more. Car was really good all weekend, the CHE racing team did an awesome job, so can't wait for round 2 in a couple of months' time.
Excellent weekend in the 1600 class, thankfully got the clean sweep. Huge thank you to Anglo Motorsport for making sure that the car ran all weekend. I know they had a lot of work to do between races and it was a bit of an effort to get out there, but we ended up getting it done, and special thanks to my girlfriend, my mum and dad for all their support. I really appreciate it.
We're back alive here at Wakefield Park for race 1 of round 2 of the National Formula Ford Championship, and I've got Icky Harrington with me to go through the field and also bring you all the up-to-date information about how this championship is going and what we're hearing in the news lately. Some good things looking likely at some stage for Formula Fords generally.
Yeah, Gary, lots of exciting things going on. It's great to be here. Wakefield's turned the sun on for this race, which is good. And yeah, lots of exciting things coming up. Obviously, just recently we've had an announcement that DJR are offering our championship winner a test at Queensland Raceway at the end of the year in one of their supercars, which is very exciting for our competitors.
Yeah, so we're on for sheep stations now, aren't we?
Yeah.
More so.
It's got all the boys G'd up. So great to be a partner with DJR on this and really thank their support.
So just running quickly through the field, we've got Tom Sargent, who actually leads the championship at the moment on pole. So he's in a pretty good position. Cody Bircher, Jude Bargwana, Cody Donald and Nathan Sands make up our top 5. What a great field. We've got 5 sons of guns in this field, like guys that have been formerly their fathers or their grandfathers in some cases have run in the in some category or other in the series, and you can see by the field that's lining up now that there's quite a good lineup. And just to run through those, we've got Bargwana obviously, we've got the 2 McLeods, Cameron and Nick there, Zach Preston,
and Zach Bates as well.
And Zach Bates.
Yep.
And Zach Bates won the last round of the state championship.
Yep.
So he must be in a fairly prominent position at the as well. And as I said, at the moment it's Sargent, Sands on the front row, Bircher and Astudi on the second row, Cameron McLeod and Jude Bargwana on row 3. And we're just about ready to go. Flag at the back and all set to take off.
Revs are rising up. It's a green light and away they go. It looks like Sargent's got the jump and has sprung out into the lead in front of his teammate Noah Sands there. Third place is Cody Bircher, followed by one of the Sonic cars in, I think it's Valentino Astudi there in 4th place.
Yeah, well, there's another son of a
race car another one
as well, so it makes 6. My mistake. So running up the hill the first time, being in front's obviously the place to be and already starting to pull a gap.
Yeah, Tom made a fantastic launch straight away off the line there and got a gap straight away. So we've got quite a few car lengths there. And Bircher's making a dive out down the inside into the fish hook, and he's got alongside and through on Noah Sands there. Nice move early on in the race there from Cody Bircher, and he's a real championship contender, and he wanted to get himself up there into 2nd place urgently there.
While all these 4 are fighting for 2nd, it's just allowing Sargent to move further away, and you can see how tight they are going through turn 10 and getting back onto the straight. On that occasion, Noah Sands won his first race here, if I remember correctly.
In state round, yeah.
Only last year, I believe.
Yep.
So very new to the sport, and typical of anyone that's been in karts, they seem to take that form with them when they go into Formula Ford as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Noah was really quick at Sydney Motorsport Park, and he proved to be quick again here in qualifying this morning. He's with the CHE race team in McGale, and like a really hot young talent there. So he's sitting strongly in 3rd place now as we look at Cody Bircher through the fish hook for the 2nd time.
So it's Bircher in 2nd, Sandsford, Astudi, McLeod, Bargwana, Donaldson. I beg your pardon, Bargwana's a little bit further back. So Bates back in 9th position at the moment, and James Pissick, I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, well done.
In 10th position at the moment. So it's a very competitive field when you consider that Cody Donald's in 11th spot.
Yeah, I mean, qualifying this morning was a mixed bag, you know. It was like we had oil down on the track, so there was a red flag and a spinner, and it was really cold. So when the session was ceased for the red flag, it was a real mix-up, not who you'd expect to be on the front of the field, and there were some of our front runners right down the back. When they started the session again, it was a 2-lap, well, it was essentially a 1-lap sprint, and both Sargent and Noah Sands put in flying laps and bumped themselves up onto the top of the grid there.
Yeah, now that Burford's got himself into Birch has got himself in the second spot, he's starting to etch into that race lead. It's still a fair gap, and Sargent couldn't. I suppose he can't believe his luck that he's been able to get that gap in the first lap.
Yeah,
could come down to tyre pressures. We don't know. As you can see, it's turned into a glorious day down here. Far better than what we ever anticipated first thing this morning. And given the history of what Wakefield Park can be like weather-wise, we can't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Sargent, he's also with the CHE team. Cameron Hill heading that up, who we know won the championship a few years ago and is a Porsche driver now. This is their home track. They test here a lot. They've been really strong here over the years. You would expect them to be doing well here. But, don't take anything away from Tom. At Sydney, he put on a really polished performance, and he's showing his form again here today.
Cameron Hill's got the points on the board too with Carrera Cup.
Yeah,
winning all 3 races down at the Bend only a week or so ago.
Look, the whole outfit there is performing really well in all the categories they're competing in. So it's hard work pays off, doesn't it?
Well, given they probably haven't got the resources of, say, a Sonic race team, they're doing a really good job.
Yeah. We've got a car off there, so not quite sure who that was. And we're looking at a battle between Cody Donald and I think it's Connor. Sorry, I just missed that. I couldn't quite make
Harris,
that.
was it?
Connor Harris, that's right. Yep, there we see, and he made that move fast on Cody Donald. So good move from him there.
So this is a 10-lap race. Of course, we had our qualifying, as Icky mentioned earlier, cut short because of the fog we had this morning, and everyone have basically gone without lunch now to try and get this program in what we've got this afternoon. And big entries. I believe I was talking to Dean Chapman earlier, and he said that 10 people pulled out because there was nowhere to put them.
Yeah, right.
Over all the categories. So
yeah, it's a great turnout here today, and for Formula Ford, we're really stoked. We've got 26 cars on the grid. It's looking really strong, and I think those grid numbers are going to increase even more when we get to Victoria in the coming grounds as well. So as a category, we're looking really strong at the moment. And as a category, we also need to thank some of our sponsors. We've got Yokohama on board and been supporting us now with fantastic tyres for a couple of years, and Castrol and Ferodo with oils and brake pads, and also Freem with their race gear. So they're long-term partners who we really appreciate the support of. And we've had a couple of new sponsors come on board just this weekend, which have enabled us to have the Blendline TV streaming, which is fantastic. So you can see their logos at the bottom of the screen here. It's Blastology, LDN Global, and Speco VHT. So last minute sponsors to come on board, and it's really fantastic for them to be supporting our category.
So as you can see, our protagonists running second, third and fourth are disappearing at the top of the screen, but lots more action going on further down the track as well. But Sargent leads at the moment. It's only under a second now, so they have taken a little bit out of that time. Bircher in second, then it's Sands, it's Judy, McLeod, then it's Donaldson, the next one through, followed by Zach Pace. He's picked up 2 positions already.
And can we grab a moment and just check what's happening further down in the Kent field?
Dan Frugas is currently leading there. He's in position 17 at the moment with Dan Houlihan.
Oh, and we've got a battle on here for third place between Valentino Astudi and Noah Sands. They're side by side as they go through the fishhook. And it's Noah Sands who stays in front, but he's having another look down into the last turn, side by side again, and he makes the pass there, and Sands is coming back at him again on the exit. This is an awesome battle between these two young drivers, both of them new to the national championship, side by side through turn 1, and it's Sands who's back into that third place.
Yeah, he just did the over and under at the last turn. Took the wide entry and got the inside running out on the straight, gets that job done. But I don't think it's over by any stretch of the imagination at this stage. What it has allowed is...
we've had an incident here.
Who's that in going? That looks like it's almost in pit lane somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's Jake Donaldson. It's hard to tell with the... oh, no, it's Jude Bargwana, our third place in the championship. He's got damage sustained to the front right of the car and perhaps even more damage.
Yeah, right rear, I'd say, and that's why the front wheel's off the ground.
And a side pod off as well. It might just be a covering. But I can't see exactly where it is on the circuit and have no idea how that has happened. We'll just watch this. It's the last turn, yeah.
It wasn't the last turn. He probably wasn't going to the pits, but I don't think he had much choice in the end. So he drops out of the position he was in. So who he's had contact with, we're not sure. Try and catch up with that before race 2 tomorrow morning. So where do you go from here after this round?
We're down to Winton in 3 weeks' time. So...
with supercars or?
No. It's we're just there on a state event.
State Victorian State Race Series.
So we're back with this battle between Noah Sands and Valentino Astudi. Both of them racing really cleanly at the moment. Multiple passes going on, so great battle here.
They're actually battling for 3rd and 4th. So at the moment, Sargent leads, Bertrand second. That gap is diminished somewhat more, down to 5.
Studi's making a dive again into the last corner and makes it stick, and Sands do the crossover again on the exit. He's having a look for it, but hasn't quite got there. It's a checkered flag is out, so let's see them as they come across the line, and it's Studi who beats Noah Sands into 3rd place there.
So Sargent takes the win by just under half a second from Bircher. Studi, as we just seen, comes home in 3rd spot, then Sands. Then it was Donaldson, Bates, Cameron McLeod, Harris, Donald, which we've seen that pass earlier, Phelan in 10th spot. And going back to the Kent class, it was Frugas from Houlihan, and Little was in 3rd spot.
We didn't have much of a chance to look at the Kents. It was all pretty hectic.
They sort of called that a lap early, I think, and unfortunately we don't get the...
Well, that's another car. That's the Physics car. So maybe there was contact between Jude Bargwana and the Physics car.
They would have been about the same place on the road, so, and that's got some damage on it. But the good thing about Formula Fords, knock a corner off, fairly easy to, typically compared to another category, it's fairly easy to replace.
Typically, that looks bad there, but it may just be a matter of wishbones and some bolt-on parts. So it's as long as there's not chassis damage or bell housing or something like that, so should be out for the next race.
Well, that's a thriller. Thank you, Icky, for being here, and we're just now we'll take a break while we get set for our next race, which will be a little bit later on. Stay viewing on the stream, and we'll get back to you about updates on what time the next sessions are likely to be out there.
Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercarts, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.